right, we have a nice little treat today. Bonus video. We got the 2013 M3. Now, as much as I love BMWs, I have not been even in this car yet. So I brought my friend Matt Farah from thesmokingtire.com to tell us a little bit about this cool car.
This is actually a really special M3. I've driven a lot of M3s, and usually when they're press cars, they're fully loaded. This is like the stripper model.
I know, and I kind of like it.
It's great.
Cloth seats, manual seats, no hole in the roof,
no radio,
fiber, no radio.
There's a radio, but no nav certainly, no iDrive.
Right. It's funny how like no radio is AM, FM, satellite, CD player.
Yeah.
Like that's no radio these days.
But the last M3 I tested was $77,000. This one is in the low 60s because it's just got nothing.
Yeah.
So from a performance per dollar standpoint, this thing is ready to go. It's perfect.
I just drove it a little bit on the way here, and you were telling me this is the thing with BMWs, but I can't see shit with these polarized lenses.
Yeah.
You can't see
BMW's LCD
any of the radio
displays
stuff. It's
are
weird.
really bad.
I thought it wasn't on. I was looking for like the brightness on it, and then I took these off and I realized it was there, and it was sort of magic. So that's kind of weird. I figured they would figure that out.
For a company as smart as BMW, you'd think they would figure that out.
Maybe they should get their nav screens from Lexus.
Yeah, but it's so nice to see, cloth interior in an M3. I was in the Canyons on Sunday, and I ran into a kid who had the Lime Rock Park Edition one. Have you seen that one? It's orange.
Okay.
It's a competition package M3, but it's orange. And he said he paid $82,000
for an M3?
Which is insane.
I had a 99 M3, and I think I paid $42,000.
Yeah.
And I had like almost everything on it.
It was a competitor to the Corvette. Now they're like 80 grand, but it's refreshing to see one that pretty much only has competition package wheels and a dual clutch transmission. It's very basic.
Yeah, and how do you like this transmission versus the 6-speed?
In an M3, I like the dual clutch actually.
Yeah.
Because it's really good. Like, I love a good dual clutch. I hate a bad one. And this one's really good. It's got all these different modes, so you can put it in automatic and make it shift kind of lazily like an auto, or you can put it in like rapid fire track mode and it really bangs them out like almost like a Ferrari.
There's a button on the dash where you can actually control how hard this thing shifts.
Yeah, well the good thing is you can adjust a lot of stuff in this car. So you have different suspension modes, different throttle maps. You've got the transmission map, which is adjustable in real time. And you can control all of that either individually or using the M button on the steering wheel.
The M button on the steering wheel. That's the big hairy chest button.
And the new one, the new M5 and M6 have 2 M buttons now, so you can have 2 different performance modes to choose from quickly.
Can you program them?
Yeah. Not much to see, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Plastic kind of ruins that. But it's a good motor. It winds real high. It makes all its power at the top. But there's a lot of stuff you can do to it too. A lot of aftermarket out there for this car.
Yeah. So give me some of the figures on this motor.
It's 414 horsepower. I'll be honest, I don't know the torque figure offhand, but it's lower. It's in the 300 range.
Like 380-ish.
I think it's less than that actually.
Have you tested? Have you pulled some performance numbers on the car? Do you know how quick this thing is?
I mean, it's 0 to 60 in the low 4s, depending on what mode you use to launch it. It's not a super light car. It's around 3,600 pounds. And with options, it can get up to like 37, 38. But it's got launch control, and it tops out. I've seen as high as 180 in these cars.
Yeah. 3,600 pounds doesn't seem real heavy to me. Like a Mustang's 3,600.
Right.
Any other, your Camaro and whatever else.
They're all about
38.
The same. I mean, unfortunately, in terms of numbers, in terms of it runs about a 12.0 in the quarter, which is about what a Mustang GT runs. So the numbers with the M3 don't really tell the whole story. It's more about the feel. I
kind of felt like BMW has always been kind of conservative on their numbers because what's the new M5? The new M5 is a rocket ship, but the manufacturer claims 0 to 60 in like 4.7 or 4.6.
Yeah, no, it's a lot
but
lower.
But it's literally like 3.9.
Yeah,
I think it's nuts.
And they're also underrating the horsepower of that car by quite a bit. Now they're a little closer. They're really not. It's easier to underrate the horsepower of a turbocharged engine because more power. With the NA motors, it's not as easy to do that. The 1M is very underrated as well. Very refined.
It limits the RPM.
Yeah, until the motor is warm, it actually won't let you rev it above. See the movable red line? Oh, this one doesn't even have that.
Up here in the staggered little.
Yeah. So until it's warm, it'll only let you rev to about 3 grand. Give me another one.
There we go.
Nice little burbling on the overrun there.
Yeah, and then it went up to about 65
Yeah,
or
and
7,000.
if you get the optional Inconel exhaust on this car, it really transforms the sound. It sounds a lot more like a muscle car, and it burbles even more coming down off compression, and it saves a lot of weight.
All right, we're gonna go through the canyons this weekend, or what?
Let's take it. Is Adam gonna take it? If not, I'm happy to take it.
See, here's the thing with Adam is, Adam has to go and do live shows so he can pay us to be here.
Oh, that. Is he paying you? Paying me.
Oh, well, he's paying me.
I'm gonna go get my check.
Not a lot. All right, well, I appreciate you helping me out with this car today.
Yeah.
And throw out your website again. I know you got a couple things going on. Where can we find you?
You can watch my videos at thesmokingtire.com, at youtube.com/drive. Follow me on Twitter at thesmokingtire. And if you want to rent an exotic car in Los Angeles, GothamDreamCars.com. Rent one from me.
Excellent,
Thanks,
Matt.
buddy.
Thank you.
Enjoy the M3.
Thanks.